Hey everybody, Joe Degancic here with another episode of Lighting Answers and another smart bulb review. In fact, this one is a little bit different from other smart bulbs and devices that we've reviewed in the past, and a bit different from probably ones that we'll review in the future. This is the Revogi color changing Bluetooth based smart LED bulb. That's a lot to say, but there's all these little words that you have to get in there to make the title make sense. This is what I call, at least for now, a standalone bulb, because instead of having it integrated with other home automation technologies, you control this bulb solely from a smartphone or a tablet. It is Bluetooth based only. So why would you want to get a bulb like this if you want to get into home automation and you see all these videos from us and from other people, and you read about this stuff, and heck, it's Back to the Future Day, and you want to live in the future? Well, you could get out and go to your store and pick up some home automation hubs and plug in dimmers and all that good stuff. But some people don't want to mess around with that. They want to literally live only through their smartphone or their tablet and through apps. I've talked about this in the past. It depends on your application. Some people like voice control. Some people like physical buttons on the wall. Some people like apps. Some people like a mixture of all of those. I tend to like a mixture of all of them depending on what I'm actually going to be doing. But some people, this may be the perfect bulb for you to get into home automation. It is no hub required. Heck, no Wi-Fi required. All it needs is a smartphone or tablet that has Bluetooth 4.0. The question is, how simple is it? How does it work? Does it have the cool features that you're looking for? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. And Revogi says it is as simple as obviously screwing in the bulb, which we've already done. We'll turn the power on. And that is definitely a bright bulb. It's supposed to be the equivalent of a 60-watt incandescent light bulb. We think it's just shy of that, probably about 700 or 750 lumens. It's about 3,500 to 4,000 K. It's a nice neutral white light that it puts out, and obviously it does all the color changing stuff. So screw it in, power it on. It only takes 8 watts of power. Launch the app, and let's get ready to go. So we'll open up the app, and it should find the bulb. There it is, doing its little radar thing. And I've selected the bulb, and so then I can control it. Simple as literally being able to obviously turn it on and turn it off. That's pretty basic. One thing I've noticed is that it's Bluetooth. It's not going through a separate system or a Wi-Fi to then a Zigbee or something like the Philips Hue. So it seems to be a lot more responsive. I can bring it down, and you'll actually notice also that it really dims down very nicely, and it's also very smooth. I can bring it down literally all the way down to there, and even probably even a little bit lower than that as well before it goes off. Really, really nice and smooth, and I can bring it back on. Obviously, white light, that's easy to do. Obviously, we can do colors. The colors are very, very, very nice, very saturated purples and reds, yellows. And, you can do a number of effects with the bulb that, might be interesting, might not be for you. Things like a kaleidoscope. It'll just run through all the different colors. Some things that you would want to take a look at, scheduling, proximity, timers, incoming calls. It'll flash. If you turn certain things on, if you get a text message, it'll flash the bulbs. It'll flash the ones that you've turned that on for. Proximity is basically Bluetooth proximity. So if you walk in or out of a room with one or more of these bulbs in it, it will basically turn it on and turn it off automatically. That's pretty cool. Other smart bulbs have that as part of their services. This one is built right in through Bluetooth, so that's pretty cool. Scheduling allows you to go in and basically set schedules up for turning things on and off at different rates and whatnot. So something else that's usually found in home automation systems and smart bulbs to some extent, but is included by Revogi in this bulb, is scene control. And that's helpful if you want to have a couple different predefined scenes that include all or some bulbs, and you can set that up. Now, we're only working with one bulb. The manufacturer does promise this will work with up to 10, and you could include 10 bulbs in your scene if you wanted to. It's actually fairly easy to set up, and scenes is one of the main sort of tabs at the bottom of the app. And so I can simply add a new scene, give it a name. I'm just going to say scene 1 here. And it's got the Delite there, and I'm just going to use the current, but of course I could edit this if I want to, and I'm gonna go back in, and whoa, it got really crazy bright. Defaults to white, and then I can choose, I could have done this before saving it. I can choose sort of this pink color, and I can choose a really nice low intensity, so there's sort of pink. I can add another one, and we'll go ahead and call this scene 2 to be really quite creative. And we'll choose the theme, go back to white. I'm going to make this blue, a nice blue, and I'm going to do this at about half intensity there. There, you can see it on your screen. So there it is, and then to switch between scenes, you simply tap the individual icon. And of course, you have to know it by name because you can't change the icon yourself. But it does shift very nicely. It doesn't give you the option to set a ramp rate or fade rate. You can do that with scheduling for, like, wake up and whatnot. Can't do that yet with scenes. We assume that the software update would be coming for that. If you want to immediately jump back to white light at full brightness, there is a little button at the top left of the bulb, and the slider, we can bring that down so it's not so intense. And you also have some quick colors to pick from, and you can pick your own as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of there, and I'm going to go and make this yellow. And I'm going to bring this up a little bit, but the color is independent of the brightness. This can be helpful if you're setting up a scene or you just want to recall some exact color. They get you started with R, G, and B, red, green, blue. I can just tap this and add it, and it adds the current color. And then I could jump to any other color, red, green, and blue, or back to yellow. Anyways, I like blue. Those are the basic features of the app. Some of the other things, like doing a bunch of crazy dance moves to music. To look like an iPod advertisement. So the Revogi smart bulb is pretty cool, and it's very simple. Again, only Bluetooth, only via apps, only via your smartphone or tablet. Android 4.3 and higher, iOS 6 and higher, and generally works pretty darn well. The app has not crashed on me. Occasionally you wind up with traditional Bluetooth problems, such as the bulb simply just going offline for whatever reason. Reset power to the bulb, restart the app, and you're back in business. The proximity stuff works well. In fact, everything that they promised works pretty well. Some of it, like I said, is a little gimmicky, but that's, hey, more features are better than no features. So here's the pros and cons. Again, it's simple. If you like simple, this is the bulb for you. For the cons, it doesn't yet work with anything else except their app and a smartphone or a tablet. But because it's Bluetooth, software updates could enable it to work with other systems in the future. For example, the new SmartThings hub that just debuted in September has a disabled Bluetooth radio. It's possible that could support these type of Bluetooth bulbs and other Bluetooth-only smart home devices. So that's kind of there for the future. It's possible through app updates and bulb updates. The bulb is firmware updatable via the app, that it could work with other systems, other apps. The price, it's $40 each, generally only available through Amazon. We'll have a link through our little Amazon codes and store for you to buy it. It is $20 less than the LifeX bulb. The LifeX bulb requires Wi-Fi, and to a certain extent it requires some cloud sort of internet-based technology or connectivity to make certain features work. This bulb does not, and it is cheaper. No hub required, no other special stuff required. Heck, again, no Wi-Fi required. I'm Joe DeGanzik for Lighting Answers. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Definitely check us out on the web at lightinganswers.tv. Send in your questions, of course, to questions@lightinganswers.tv, and you know how to get us across the web. Be sure to get out there to brighten and automate your world. I'll see you next time, right here on Lighting Answers.